Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm a self-published author, and today we're going to be doing a cash stuffing. I'm outside. I'm in my outdoor office right now, and so if you hear noises like licking and chewing or claws or doggy doors, my dogs are in here with me, and they can be a tiny bit noisy sometimes. I don't notice how noisy they are until I go to film, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so noisy. Oh, gross. There's a spider hanging in front of my window, and he has a fly. I can't look. Oh, gross. Ugh. Sorry for that really icky, description. Let's start getting into things. So this is all the money that I have for the month. Got my teller slip from the Aesthetic Dollar on here. This is for the entire month. I'm going to split this in two and do it that way. So let's talk for a second. I have obviously been gone quite a bit lately. Sorry about that. Are there any ones this week? Yes, there's two ones. I've been gone. Not physically gone, it's just things have been really insane with my loved one having surgery, and then I'm still dealing with quite a bit of depression, and then I was writing a book, and then I switched to writing a different book, and then my nails, my fingers got an allergic reaction to gel nail polish, and so I didn't want to film cash stuffings for a little while they were healing. It's just been a circus. Let me count how many fives I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I apologize for not being here, and then I've also just gotten behind on editing videos. I've been so resistant. I don't want to say lazy because I've been doing things. It's just I haven't wanted to edit videos. I've been filming vlogs, and then I trashed 2 of them. And I don't know, I edit while I'm on the treadmill in the morning, and then after that, I don't edit anymore during the day, which I can't do that because it takes longer than an hour to edit a video for me. So I need to just get more regimented. Every day, I need to spend 2 hours in the afternoon working on editing a video, because vlogs take a really long time to edit because I talk a lot. So anyway, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So anyway, so I apologize for my disappearance for a minute there. Things have just been nuts, I think things have been kind of nuts for everybody. It sounds like nobody's been having a good 2025. Do you want to smell the money, Marshall? You want to smell it? Probably lots of smells in there. My Great Pyrenees, he loves to sniff things. Daisy doesn't really care that much. If it's not food, she's not generally interested. You cannot eat the lotion on my hands. No. So let's go ahead and get into cash stuffing, or this is going to be a billion years long, and then it's going to be harder to edit, and I really don't need that. So I updated my envelope system. So it's going to be a little bit different. I don't have high priority and low priority anymore, or short term or low term. Short term or long term, I swear. What I have is basically just envelopes, and then holiday envelopes, and then savings challenges. So these are just all of my envelopes that are not holidays, and then I have a separate holidays binder, and then I have savings challenges, and that's it. I simplified because I just felt like every time I was cash stuffing, I spent my time during the month when I would spend money feeling really guilty about spending money. And I would think, oh no, I'd buy Windex or something and think, oh no, I can't because I don't have any money left in home or miscellaneous. And so then I would feel bad that I had to take money out of food or out of, I don't know, spending, whatever. And so I would just feel like I was stealing from myself, basically. And I was like, this is so stupid. It's all my money, this is all mine. I can do whatever I want with it. So I thought, I do think the envelope system is effective. I just think that sometimes, for me personally, I overcomplicate it, and then it's not worth it. So, basically, I minimized it to just essential categories that I felt encompass pretty much everything. Again, sorry about the lawn mowing noise. Where is he? He's coming this way, isn't he? Why is he just standing there? Oh, praise Jesus, he's finally done. Okay. So food is not getting stuffed because my brother actually sent me a DoorDash gift card a while ago for like quite a bit. And I haven't used it yet, and so I actually just ordered something from it last night. So I figured I would just use the DoorDash gift card for food instead of, because you can do pickup with DoorDash and you don't have to pay delivery fees, rather than cash this month, because this month was a little bit tighter. People are boycotting Amazon again, which I understand people's like thought process on some of those things. Like, I get it, you have your principles, whatever. But most of the people who sell things on Amazon are small business owners, and when you boycott Amazon, you're boycotting us, and then we don't make money. And this is my livelihood, books. I mean, so people boycotting Amazon, I'm like, you guys, this is my income. I really need you to keep buying my books. Please don't do that. Please don't cancel your Kindle Unlimited subscriptions or anything. Keep using it. We need it. So anyway, so I had to be a little bit more creative this month because it was a little bit lower this month. It's going to be lower for a little bit probably. Okay. Kindness is also getting skipped. Miscellaneous is getting 5. I also have a lot of... There's just a lot of expenses, like a lot of high priority expenses that I'm saving for, like our trip to Scotland. We finally, by the way, if you haven't watched the vlogs, I don't know if this will be out before the vlog or after, but regardless, we did get everything booked, got the tickets, like the flights, got the hotels, got the train, the Harry Potter train, everything. So we are officially booked and ready to go to Scotland. I'm so excited, but the money is a lot. So that's not been so much fun. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so miscellaneous, we now have 5, 6, 7, and miscellaneous now encompasses beauty, clothing, household decor, literally anything. Anything that doesn't fit into the other envelopes is what goes in here, because I just got sick of having separate envelopes trying to like kind of predict how much money I would need for each specific category. And it's like, you know what? They are all of equal like necessity. I'm just going to use my best judgment and we're just going to put it into one envelope because I can't anymore. It's so stressful. It's just been making cash stuffing not fun for me. So, no. I know I heard it, Marsh. He's going to go through with it now. We're just going to ignore him though. Okay, pets is getting 10. And pets has their own envelope because I feel like it's a very specific category, you know? Because it's not just like leashes and toys, it's like dog food and medication and stuff. Okay, so now they have 20, 30, 40. I did spend some money out of this. What was it for? I think it was for the toys. Oh, it was because Daisy is turning 10 actually this month. Oh my gosh, you're turning 10 this month, babe. I gotta bake her something. I've never done like baked a dog cake, but I really want to. I think I'll do it this year. And she's starting to have just a little bit of like arthritis type of issues. So she's now on medication for it, or like supplements for it, and they're not cheap. So that's where that money went. Rewards. I did not keep track on my notepad. I need to find a better system for this. The notepad works. I just don't use it. So yeah, I got to figure out how to be more consistent at that. So I just guessed. I was like, you know what? We're just going to give myself $5 because that sounds good. So now we have $5, $10, $11 in rewards. I know, I hear. Okay, and then spending is getting 15, a 10, and a 5. And this is, I don't know, it's supposed to be money where I don't have to explain myself. It's just fun money. It's not always what it's used for. Sometimes it's used to cover other purchases that I just didn't have enough money to cover. But, you know, whatever. And then something I wanted to share with you guys is something that I just found. So I had been looking for an app on my phone to track online spending because, or like debit card, whatever, to track my envelopes, like progress throughout the months. Like once you stuff the envelope, it's sometimes difficult to remember how much money you have in an envelope or how much money is left after you spent out of it. And that can be really stressful to me. What I found was this app called Good Budget. And literally, this is, I haven't set mine up yet, but literally you just add the envelope you want and then you can just put in the amount of money that is currently in there. So you can just update it on your phone and then you automatically get to see exactly how much money is left in each envelope, so that you don't have to keep going back to the envelope and counting or looking at your budget or being like, wait, did I take money out of that though? Because you can just, the moment after you make a purchase, you could just update it and you're good to go, which is really great. So I just wanted to note that, because I tried a couple of different budgeting apps and was like, no, I don't want anything linked to my debit card account or my bank account. I don't want to like do that kind of budgeting. I just want to be able to track my envelopes easier so that this system is most effective. So I wanted to share that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you a sweetie pie? Did you just go eat some poop poop? You look like you did. Oh dear God, yes you did. Oh my Daisy, why did you do that? So gross. Okay, now we have holidays. I also simplified this binder. So we have gifts, which is like birthdays, graduations, anniversaries, and my mom's birthday's coming up, and I want to get her a gift. I have an idea for this and Mother's Day. So for this, for her birthday, I think what I want to do is do one of those boxes where you take all of like your old videotapes and cassette tapes and VHS and everything, and you send them in, and they will take that all and put it onto like something. Some of them I think do flash drives, but this one that I'm thinking of, I think it's called iMemories. They put it on like an app, and then you can just access it from your phone. And I want to do that, but it's not cheap, so I'm saving up for that. So right now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43. But I think my dad might go in on it with me, so. Okay. That one probably needs condensed soon. Mother's Day I kept in here because that felt like a specific thing where a lot of the time I buy more like expensive gifts, honestly, for my parents. So to have an envelope where I can kind of like almost treat it like a savings challenge, saving up for that thing I want to get for them, just made sense to me to have its own envelope. So I kept Mother's Day and Father's Day, and they are each getting 10. Had to pause for noise. Okay, so now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, $80. We have $80, Marshall. Yeah, we have $80. I need a lot more than $80, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that done in the next 2 months. Whatever, we're gonna figure it out. We're going to figure it out. I know you want my 11s. I have to finish this first. Okay, did I do Father's Day? No, I have not done Father's Day. Okay, so next is Father's Day, and it is also getting a 10. Father's Day has 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. 80 in Father's Day. And then Halloween. Oh no, I'm not stuffing Halloween, but I did save Halloween because I do really want to start making my own costumes. So that will be an expense in and of itself. And I kept Black Friday because, you know, a lot of times during Black Friday, it's buying more like expensive items because they're on sale. On sale. And then Christmas, because Christmas is like a whole thing in and of itself. And then the rest, Valentine's Day, Easter, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, New Year's, I just put in an envelope called holidays because I don't really spend money on those holidays very much. So it didn't make sense for them to each to have their own envelope and take up more space and make things more complicated. So I was like, let's just make it one. Then it feels less stressful. And it's just a lot simpler, and I just like it. So last we have savings challenges. This binder I think got bigger, honestly, which is fine because it's an effective binder. So, okay, so first things first, that envelope that I used to have that said savings on it, it is now this savings challenge. So I made these a while ago and was going to sell them, and then decided not to sell handmade things anymore. I can make them a digital item if it's something you guys would be interested in, so you could download and print them yourselves at home. And I could also make a video on how to make them either on vellum and make them like this, where it's like the see-through kind, or to make them like on cardstock. I could show you either way. So yeah, I could make a video about that, and I could make these digital downloads, but I'm not going to bring them to the shop as a physical product. But basically, this is the same as the Christmas Savings Challenge, where it's $1,000 broken up into 52 weeks. The reason I made the Savings Challenge was for myself, because the envelope savings challenge that people do with this, where it's like $1,000 savings challenge or $10,000, whatever, and each month has its own amounts per week. So it's like each month gets an envelope, and each envelope has 4 amounts on it, one for each of the 4 weeks. those amounts, when you total up how many weeks that is, it's not 52. It's less than 52, which means that each week is actually more money than if you did it in 52 weeks. So that's partly why I did this, and it takes up so much less space. Having an entire binder for a savings challenge just feels like a lot for me. So this way it all fits in one envelope and I can see everything clearly. I could even choose different amounts. If like 1 month I was like, I can only do the little amounts, I could choose 4 little amounts or 5 little amounts depending on that month. Like, it's just, I like the flexibility of it. I like how small it is, and I like how it makes the amounts smaller because they're broken up into 52 weeks instead of just 4 per month. So this is how I'm doing my savings now on. From now on, I really want to get up to $1,000 savings. I had $1,000 in savings and then I spent it because it was my bank account. Okay, so this week we are getting 10. I did only budget for 2 hearts this month because things were just a little bit tight. Just with the travel and with my income being just a little bit lower at the moment. Yeah, so we do what we have to do. And what we have to do sometimes is just budget a little tighter. So anyway, so this is getting 10. So right now in savings, I have 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 115. So 115 in savings. I mean, the goal will be once I get to $1,000, I'll do a $2,000. And then after I get to $2,000, I'll do a $5,000. And I'll just keep, you know, adding on. It's going to take me a while to get to $1,000 though. So we're going to start here. And this way you don't have to feel like you have to start at a certain month. Like, you know, January, February, March, wherever, you just start at the beginning of the savings challenge because it's not broken up into months, which I just really like. So, and then we have book cover. So I actually ordered my book cover last week. No, 2 weeks ago. They sent me the proof last week. And it's beautiful and I love it so much and I'm so flipping excited. Oh, I'm so happy about it. And so I am going to owe them here probably in the next couple of weeks. You don't pay until you get the final cover and you like everything and it's all like completed. But I want to be prepared for that. And just, so that's part of where the money's going to, is just saving up for this right away instead of trying to wait. I'm just like, let's just get it done because I don't know how quickly they're going to get done with the final version. Sometimes it can be like a week or 2. Sometimes it takes them a couple months depending on how many revisions I have them do. So anyway, so 50 squares, or hearts rather, 50 hearts. And the reason I like savings challenges for some of these things rather than envelopes, like I've moved some of these things over from being envelopes to instead being savings challenges, is because they have specific amounts attached to them. Like I know that I need an exact amount for that item, like a book cover. And so it just makes sense to have it as a savings challenge where it's regimented that I save a certain amount each time versus an envelope where, I don't know, envelopes just feel a little bit more flexible, which is great, but some of these things are not like flexible types items. It's just, I don't know, it feels nice to just make a habit, I guess, out of it rather than trying to stuff as much as I can in whatever envelope. This way it's like, okay, this is what I stuff in this envelope. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Okay, Christmas. This is the same type of vibe as the 1K. It's just that it's for $500 for Christmas. So we're doing 16 today. So we're doing the 10 and the 6. So this way by Christmas, I don't remember when I started this, but by next year, I will have $500 saved up. Ideally, I would be able to save a little bit more or start this earlier, but you know what? I might start one in like October this year. That way I'm a little bit more on top of it so that everything's ready by the time Christmas actually arrives. Okay, let's see. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 124 is already saved up for Christmas, which is more than I had saved up this time last year, I'm pretty sure. Okay, editor. This is the first time ever that I'm using an editor, and I'm actually very excited about it. One of my friends is an editor, and she's beta read for me, or has she beta read for me? I think she's beta read for me. I know she's reviewed for me before. But she has editing services, and she reached out to me about them. And I was like, wait a second. Yes, I actually would love that. I've never used an editor before because I just don't trust people. Because a lot of editing is oftentimes preference rather than necessity. So, but I trust her. So I was like, yes, I will. So it's going to be like $500 something. And so we're going to start with a 5 because this month, like I said, was a little bit tighter. Oh no, I'm doing that because I'm doing one heart's worth, but I'm splitting it into 2. That's why. 2 cash stuffing. So right now we have a 5. And the reason some of my envelopes are top loading versus side loading is because I ran out of these envelopes and had added a few more savings challenges to the binder, and so I just like used everything that I had. So eyebrows is officially fully funded, right? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm like, is it? It is, right? Yes, it is. And I'm getting them done this month and praying to Jesus it's the last time I have to do them for a very long time. Haircut, I also moved to a savings challenge just because it just made sense to me. I don't know why I budgeted a 5 though. Why couldn't I have budgeted a 6 if these are in 2s? Because I just wanted to be complicated is why, I guess. Because my haircut is the same exact amount every time, it just made sense to me to make it into a savings challenge. That way I could just see the progress. And like I said, it would just be habitual and a lot simpler. Rather than, you know, some months skipping it, some months not. Like I feel like I'm the most consistent with savings challenges above everything else because they're so easy to be consistent with because the amount is the same every month. It's not easy in the sense that you always have that money, but it's just easier to know, okay, this is how much goes in this envelope. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's what I did. Medical, I also made into a savings challenge. Same reason. I'm hoping to save $1,000 in here. This month, I am only saving 10 right now. So, I mean, we're not even... I'll do like half so that next time I know that basically I'm filling the heart. So now medical has 100, 120, 130, 135, 140. So we have 140 in medical. The goal is to eventually get to 1,000, but it's going to be a while. Miscellaneous is going to be for my air conditioning for this outdoor office. And it is getting a 5. It's actually already, like some days, even though it's cold, it just gets a little bit stuffy in here with me and the dog. So I've been opening the door. And I don't have a screen door. So then mosquitoes come inside and it's disgusting and I hate them because they love me. So I actually am going to build a screen door this week, but I'm also going to just go ahead and buy an air conditioner when it gets closer to summer so that we don't die because it is going to get hot. All right, so now we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. 75 toward the air conditioner, which should be about $300 from what I found because it's a pretty small window that it has to fit into, so yeah. This is for the bedroom. I really want to do shiplap sometime maybe this summer, probably more like fall. So we're just going to save a tiny bit at a time. So I, for whatever reason, I did do 11. I budgeted 11, but I did it with a 6 and a 5. So we're just going to do a half heart so that next week I remember what I did. Okay. So shiplap now has 5, 10, 11. Because shiplap is actually really expensive. So, and then travel, the big fat one over here. This is the one that's taking the most of my money. It's getting 40. And let me see how much I have in here and if this is actually correct, because I kind of wonder if it is. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 385, 390, 395. So $1,395. 1,395 divided by 65 equals 21 squares, or hearts rather. 21 and a half. Okay. We are on our way. Okay. And actually, I was impressed. So I have this, where is it? I made the savings challenge planning page for myself so that I wouldn't have to have like a different savings challenge for each item in my travel savings challenge. I would just have the one travel savings challenge, but I could break it down on a separate page to see how much everything was going to cost. Like, okay, activities, eating out, fees, gas, groceries, whatever. I could see all of the things and be able to total it up. So $3,900 I know is what I need for travel, which helped a lot. So Treat Yourself is getting skipped. Yearly subscriptions, though, this is a new one. It was an envelope before, and now this one absolutely makes sense for me to be a savings challenge, because otherwise I don't take care of it like I should. I don't know. I just get this, Marshall. He has to. He has to. That's what he's saying. So we're adding a 10 to yearly subscription. So 10, 20, 30. And basically that's 2 hearts. There we go. And I also have a separate page where I track my yearly subscriptions so that I can see the totals and everything and their due dates, which is a lot easier. So that's actually it. So yeah, now we just have 3 like much simpler, but like look how simple that is. There's like hardly any envelopes and I kind of love it. That is it for this cash stuffing. Thank you for hanging around. If you're still here, you're awesome. And yeah, if you want to like see more behind the scenes and like just kind of chaos, you can always check out my writing vlogs. Even if you're not a writer, I still think they're kind of just like cozy and fun to watch. It's just like a cozy hang out with me type of vibe, you know? So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.